Good morning and welcome to Morning Coach Today. I am so glad you're with us. Hey, it is October 11, 2021, episode number 4,385, and we are super pumped about the week we've got. As you know, we're into October here, which is our Halloween month, but also our metaphysical month, which I love so much, and we are really getting into some great topics. And this week, I've got some good stuff for you. I mean, we're going to get a little bit deeper. I enjoy this, and I'll discuss that why today, but it's just a lot of fun. And so this week, what are we going to be learning about? Well, we are getting into what is metaphysics and how does it affect your life? Why is this thing even important to discuss? We're going to get into that today. Tomorrow, we're in the book study, 3 Magic Words, U.S. Anderson's chapters 3 through 6. Some new thought ideas there, kind of a deeper, kind of esoteric book. Again, new thought ideas with that book if you're following along with me. Wednesday. Okay, this is a good one. I just love this word. We're going to allow serendipity into your life. What a great thing. Serendipity is just such a great such a great word. And why not allow it to come into your life? We're going to talk about that on our Deep Day Wednesday. Then, of course, Thursday is Ask Questions. Friday, we've got Asking Why. The question can be the answer. That's another good day, okay? Saturday, Just Be Systems, and you'll understand more of that today. And then Sunday, The Power of Silence, a metaphysical concept. So we've got a lot of great coaching this week as we continue to work in our check month. If you're with Get It Done Now and you're kind of following the plan, excited to announce that the planner is done. I had to get a couple corrections done, but it's pretty much done. So the phone book's going to be up on Amazon, and we're going to be giving away the light version, again, on the homepage real soon so we can start getting 2022 ready. Can you believe it? It's almost here. My double deuces, the year that I've been waiting for. I'm excited about this one. But today, as we get going, we're going to talk a little bit about metaphysics and why it's important and how does it affect your life. Well, let's first preface what metaphysics is. And if you've listened to me at all for any amount of time, metaphysics is the study of being. That's really what it is why are we here, what's going on. There are other terms for metaphysics. People have used it in the gray area areas such as tarot reading, astronomy, energy, that type of things. It does bleed into that. Like some people say, that's metaphysical kind of concepts. That word is very loaded. And academically, it really is the study of being. There is a philosophical idea called metaphysics. Then when we kind of leave academics and we talk about life, when you talk about metaphysics, people bring in a lot of different kind of concepts and put it under that umbrella. When we talk about it, we're really talking about the study of being. And yes, there is some energy ideas and thoughts there, the new thought ideas that we discuss here, really understanding what can work for you. But why the heck does it matter? Why is it important anyways? What does this really have to do with anything that we're doing here to make our lives better? Well, I think it has everything to do with it. And why do I say that? Is because we're trying to find joy, happiness, and peace. Anybody that is listening to this show and comes to my coaching and to my programs, they are trying to build something better. That's why you're here. You're trying to get the coaching, the energy to go out there and do things and really live your best life possible, right? So why does it matter? Well, because we're trying to really understand what success is. And when I was taught success, it was really, I don't know if I was ever taught success. Success just kind of was, we go out there, you build a life, you get an education, you go after the best job possible, or you try to make as much money as possible. And that's what success was. But the truth is, that's not truly what success is, right? And so that's where it gets really challenging, is to understand what is going to bring us the peace, the happiness, and joy in our own individual lives, not somebody else's. And I think the issue comes up a lot in what we do, that there's a lot of different things going on in the world as far as ourselves, in our own worlds. And many of us are doing most of the things we do for other people. We're really trying to be better for our parents. We started off that way. Then we, wanted to do good for our teachers and our coaches. Then we wanted to do good for our boss. And then we wanted to do good, obviously, for our peers and society. And I mean, you only have to look at our branding for that. You only have to look at like Louis Vuitton and Gucci and the cars, the Jaguars, the BMWs, the Mercedes. All you have to do is look at the branding aspect of life and realize that the majority of those things, and yes, there is some quality aspects to it, but the majority of those things, like a Louis Vuitton, for example, a Louis Vuitton purse or a Louis Vuitton bag, let's say a Louis Vuitton bag. So if you go get a Louis Vuitton bag and you go grab it and you go in there and it's $10,000. I mean, you can walk down, at least here in Florida, to a Toomey store and you can grab a bag at Toomey, which is, again, expensive. Okay, Toomey's a brand. It's a little more expensive, but it's 10% of the price of a Louis Vuitton bag. And I'll tell you what, the Toomey bag's probably going to be better. Toomey makes great products. I use a lot of them. I use a backpack, it's $400, but it's ballistic nylon. The things, I mean, you could probably run the thing through a washer and the thing would come out of there fine. So the difference is, why is the Louis Vuitton backpack $10,000 or $15,000? I was watching a YouTube video and Dana White, the UFC head of UFC, one of these YouTuber kids, it's like 23, came to the fight, knows him real well, and he brought him this Louis Vuitton special thing. There's like a $50,000 bag. Why do you need a $50,000 bag? Is there any performance value to that thing? No, it goes back to, this is something I need to show to other people because I'm successful. Now, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with having nice things. In fact, I love nice things. I'm the worst person to even have that discussion. I play Titleist. I have the Titleist bag. I just love the things that I use. But the older I get and the more that I step back from the metaphysical concepts that I've learned throughout my life, this is a big issue when it comes to people finding happiness, joy, and peace in life. Because they're focused on the outward appearance of success instead of the inward joy and happiness that comes from understanding metaphysical concepts. Okay? So yeah, it's great to have those type of things in your life if you want them, but in reality, is there any necessity in having that? So metaphysics, what it really allows us to do, and this is why I love the study of it and I consider myself a metaphysician, is that it allows us to question. And as I said on, Friday, we're doing asking why the question could be the answer. We need to start questioning what is really going on with our own personal life. And that question of why we are doing it is so critical. Why are we going to buy a Louis Vuitton purse? Or why, and this is, if you really think about this, is even crazier, that you go to New York and you buy a Louis Vuitton knockoff purse. It's not even the real thing. But you want that logo, okay? You want that logo. Well, why? What is the need of that? Is that bringing you joy? Is that bringing you happiness? Is it bringing you peace? Or is it really just an outward thing that you're trying to show that you have this particular purse and you're trying to show it to everybody, right? So I'm not anti-branding. I mean, I love it. I use Hugo Boss stuff, but I look for Hugo Boss clothes because they fit real well. They're a little expensive, but they fit real well. But I look for the clothes without branding. And it's weird because all their t-shirts have Hugo Boss all over them. I don't need somebody to know that I got a Hugo Boss t-shirt. I just want the quality. Diesel jeans are the jeans that I'm currently wearing. I used to use True Religion back in the day. They had those big pockets, but they were popular and they were cool. Affliction was another company that was kind of cool at the time. And it's branding. That's okay. But you're looking, for me, it's about the quality. I like Kohan and I like Nike. I like Nike shoes. I do. I think they're cool. And I think they're fun. And there's something about that. But you got to understand why you are doing what we're doing. Okay? And that's what the study of metaphysics is about. And what we're doing together is to give you clarity of what is going to bring you true happiness, true joy, true peace, which to me is true success. Not external stuff that you think you need to validate your success. And I think that is the term that I think metaphysics really works with, is like, what are we doing to validate certain things in our life? And we all need validation. I think that's why coaching is so important. Masterminding. I mean, my event, it's going to be awesome. I got some awards for the people of the belt system that have got to their belts. We're doing some cool little things. But at the end of the day, you need that pat on the back. And I'm not against that. All I'm saying is we need to question what our own personal success is. And if we think about it, we're kind of in the matrix. You know, years ago, I bought this game called Sims. And the Sims game was really interesting because it was a PC game. And basically what you had to do was keep your sim happy. And the other day I was thinking, you know, we're just in a big Sims game. And basically what you did is you get a house and then you could add a bedroom and it'd either give them happiness or not. And then you could put a TV in there and then you get a pool table and you would add these luxuries of life and it would make the sim more happy. And your objective was to keep the sim happy. That was the whole game. And I laugh because it's kind of like that's what we're in now. We're kind of in this matrix. And what I'm trying to do is help you step out of the Sims game and play your own game. And the game that you're playing is to find peace away from the external validation needed to say that I'm okay. It's pretty amazing when you step back at it and look at our entire system is really built on us trying to get validation from others that we are okay. Our school system, it's all about grades. If you don't get good grades, guess what? You know, you're not getting the validation. If you don't get in the right clique, you're not popular, you don't get the right validation, right? I mean, just think of the mental health issues that this causes that we're constantly trying to get validation from other people. Even in our dating, even in our marriages, in our courtship with others, it's all about finding that validation. And there's nothing more crushing, right? If you think about it, when you were younger and you went and asked somebody to go on a date and they said no. I mean, nothing more crushing than that. This is one of the scary things that we went through, right? So again, the objective is to elevate our consciousness, to elevate ourselves to more of an enlightened stance of finding peace and joy. That is what metaphysics is. And when we start to apply that in all areas of our life, okay, whether you're a corporate CEO, which we have a lot of people listening, whether you own your own business and you're a solo entrepreneur, whether you're a golfer and you're trying to become the best golfer possible, whether you're an athlete and you're a soccer player or you're a football player and trying to be the best you possibly can be, when you go out on the pitch or you go out on the field or you go on the golf course or you go into that boardroom or you go into your sit down at your desk to do your internet marketing, when you can do it with peace, everything else gets better. When you can do it with a quiet mind, it allows you to work without trying to prove or get external validation from others. That changes the game. That changes life. It changes everything. You know, when I go to these board meetings, you know, and I sit in these board meetings here at the club with, 874 residents. We have 1,000 members. So it's, a pretty good group of people. I'm very aloof. But it's not that I'm aloof because I don't care. I'm aloof because I have peace. I'm not worried about external validation. When I sit on that board, everybody else, the other 4 people, I'm going to tell you what, right now, they're worried about what other people think. I honestly don't care. I don't. And it's not that I don't care about them. I actually am doing the best that I possibly can for the community. What I don't care about is what they think. I don't need their validation for my point of view. That is a very powerful thing. When you step up on the golf course and you're on that first tee, you're playing for you, not somebody else. And that's where it gets really powerful. When we can evolve our life to understand truly what metaphysics is. And that is a study of being. And what the heck does that even mean? Well, we're going to get into it this week. But it's a study of us being here. Being, right? Just be. And when you understand that you can just be, there's such a powerful, powerful point that occurs that you connect to the divinity and you connect to that power that you have inside of you and you start to allow yourself to live. And that's my objective with Get It Done Now. Everything that I've put together as we move into 2022 is with the idea to help you find yourself, to develop that mission, that North Star, that direction that you're going to go, and to start working together on what is really important. It's like last Friday when I discussed what is a need versus a want. This works. And we've got to understand that why does it work? Because this teaching has a metaphysical basis with a very practical engineering thought process behind it. And that's why it works. But we've got to be able to apply it. And how do we apply it? Well, we're doing it. Right now, you're checking your plan. We're getting ready for December. And this December, I need you to work harder than you ever had on putting a great plan together. This last year, last couple years, really, and as we go back last 5-6 years, has really been about building this philosophy around the Sacred Six and now building this whole thing. We've got to really structure it so you can see that success and you see it from the standpoint of your success, not external validation. That's going to help you. Okay? So I love you. Let's get out there and have an amazing day. If you know somebody needs some help with these concepts, this is a great thing to share. Let's get some great energy out there and really start making the world a better place. And we do that together by what? Stepping back into the metaphysical concept of peace and stepping back into the metaphysical concept of success. And that's different than what is being taught to us day in and day out. Okay? So I love you. Let's go do it to it. Tomorrow we're back to our book study, the 3 words, and we're going to keep rocking, I think, the three magic words. And we're going to keep rocking it right here on morningcoach.com. So let's go do it to it. Get it done now. All right. And I'll talk to you tomorrow here on this show.